Okay, so I'm getting started on my Petunia Dursley, and the gauge says a 3.5 needle, 24 stitches by 28 rows give you a 4-inch garter. So I've done 24 stitches by 28 rows. Traditionally, you would also, a lot of times with the knit, you want to make like even a bigger swatch than is required, and because your tension can change within it. But I've been knitting for a long time, so I usually know for sure how it's going to work up. This seems very stretchy, and if you look at this, it does look like, look at the drape on that. And it does look like heavily blocked. See how it opens up here? And usually the lace work, you're going to have to heavily block anyways. And with the weight of the yarn, I think that it will make the length grow. But this is definitely 4 inches wide. I think it'll grow up more. See, so the stitches open up. So we're going to go with it. And these are the colors that I'm using, is a light purple, a caramel or caramel, however you say it, tomato, and a dark purple, which you've already seen. So yeah, I'm excited about this project. It is going to be a sample and for Suburban stitcher Diane. I am so thrilled to be working with some of her yarn. The only other yarn that I have ever worked with was for my Soundwave shawl, and it was the mohair, and that was such a pleasant experience. I was watching Diane's YouTube. Yes, she has a YouTube, so go subscribe. Her podcast I really enjoy watching. And she was needing some sample knitters, and she's going to a trunk show like a couple hours from me. I would love an opportunity to get out of the house and go to a yarn shop, see other yarny folks in a couple months or a month. Little bit of a more messy look, but this is more real life anyways. I didn't mean to cut y'all off like a couple days ago, easily distracted. So what I was saying is that I am making this sample for a trunk show for Diane, and I found this opportunity by following her on YouTube, and she put a call out on her podcast. So yeah, I'm pretty thrilled that she emailed me back and that I actually get to do this for her and with her, and that because of this, I'm also getting to meet Tyne. I'm not quite sure how to say her name, but Cleverest Stitch is her on Instagram. And yeah, this is exciting. Follow your favorite people and you'll get to have opportunities like sample making. I've gotten lots of questions by posting this on Instagram. Lots of us in here. What else did I want to say? Diane has made this even more of a pleasant experience because she printed out the pattern for me, sent it with the yarn. Not only did she send me the yarn, but she freaking caked up each skein for me. So I have just gotten to get right to work on it. feeling pretty spoiled about this situation. Also, because I get to get my very own Suburban stitcher yarn. Like, that is such a magical trade for me. I love this. I mean, I'm really going to be knitting or yarning anyway, so to be able to help somebody else out at the same time, it just fills my heart. So today I got to join the testing group for this shawl too, and I did find myself having issues with the lace repeat. So jumping into this test group has been great. And during that, I noticed that I dropped a stitch. Why was I so tired yesterday and knitting and trying to also do it while the sun was going down? Not a smart decision, but salvageable, which is what's nice about having live stitches with knitting. Anyway, so I have done 2 repeats of this lace work into the second color. And I also learned that this releases August 21st. My video will post way past that because I also want to share with y'all when I go to the yarn shop and hand this shawl over to Diane, because yeah, you need to see the trunk show too. Anyway, till the next stage. have got it to where basically it takes up the whole needle. Look how much of this color I have. It's got like a little hole through the cake. I always find that to be satisfying while I'm working it and I start to see a gap in it. So this is the third garter section, and the garters sections always feel like a lifetime, especially now that the rows are getting longer. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to getting to the next lace section. I feel like just when you feel like that is when it's time. I know I'm close. And then when you're like tired of thinking on the lace section, it's time to do a garter section again. But I think I only have like another lace, another garter, and then a big giant lace for the end. And this should be it. I have been working on other projects, and this has kind of been like a break in between. Most of the other projects have been like charity and fun ones. So this is a job, you know, so I want to make sure it's done perfect. So I try and focus the whole time. But I will tell you that the garter section is really lovely because I can watch YouTube videos or TV shows with my husband, and I can have conversation, and it is clear when I make a boo-boo that I have to adjust. But the boo-boos I make are usually like a drop stitch. Fortunately, since the last big one, I've only had like, while I'm working, I accidentally moved and then I had a drop stitch, and they were in the middle where there's like no decreases that I have to worry about, so I could just pick them all the way back up and no big deal. I also enjoy the garter sections because I could really see, look at that speckle. Is there more on this? It looks like more on this side. No, they're pretty even on the camera, but in person, it's just so fun to watch those colors pop in while I'm working it. Also, I can knit without looking, mostly with feel. But I do like to watch myself do it to make sure none of the stitches slip. So this is, garter is fun when it's just like a bunch of knit. What else did I want to talk about this? Yeah, I pretty much have nothing else that I need to be working on. So I'm going to focus all my attention and get this done and cranked out. I think I have like probably still a few more weeks if I need to on it. But I don't like things to hover over me. So yeah, I would fully recommend this pattern. It's really fun. I guess we'll see how much yarn that it takes. I think like the last lace section, I'll definitely be ready for it to go. But yarn overs I find to be very amazing. I haven't been doing knit lace work for that long. I always felt a little bit scared of it, but it's not scary. It's basically a yarn over, and then you come back around and you stitch into it, and then it becomes like a gap because of the I guess tension of it from the yarn over where you're adding. And then, but yeah, I do find them, I keep saying, but yeah, I do find them to be really fun. And it looks like nothing now, you know, but whenever I block it, it's going to be so beautiful. I just know it will be. So I'm going to continue on this garter, and then I'll show y'all next time when I get to the lace, and I'm going to get back to my YouTubing. Oh, okay. Okay, so I got through the garter section last night and I've been into the lace section. I got one more repeat of this lace, and in this section it has like a thing NB. I'm like, what is NB? Apparently it's a fancy way to say note. So I don't know really what to do about that note. It says like I have enough stitches to add one more like lace repeat in here, but I don't know if it means like, because it's after the lace section's already done, so I don't know if that was supposed to apply for like the first time I did the 4 rows of the lace, and then the next 2 repeats were supposed to be that. I don't know. So it was basically going to leave me with a few stitches, so I just decided not to add another lace thing, another feather and fan thing or whatever. So it gives me that same like section. You about to be in my video. Gives me that same section, like that thickness like this. And then so yeah, just trying to keep it consistent. And then also the directions here say for the next garter section that I want to go back to the same color that I just left, this one color 1 here. But I don't think that's what she means. I think she wants to repeat color 3 because that's what the pictures look like in the sample. And I have this much left of color 1, so I don't want to play yarn chicken. I'm going to go ahead with color 3 and like the sample and know that I'll for sure be able to make all the stitches. And then after that garter section, I get to do the final lace, which is like the big chunk of lace, and bind off, and we are done with this. Saying it out loud seems like it's going to be quick, but I don't think so. So I'm not sure what I ended on my last video. Yesterday I just had so much grief with that lace work there. I had set this down for a bit, so I totally forgot that in the first batch of the lace work I learned that it pretty much builds the repeat and pattern. Well, then it missed like the fact that you have to do 3 decreases or whatever. Decrease being a knit 2 together, even though there's no decreasing really. But to get like those yarn overs and lace, everybody knows like you have to do yarn overs to get the lace with the knit 2 together. So anyways, scatterbrained here. The directions after the first lace had missed that in it. And so the second lace I know that I got a little bit confused on, but then I learned it. But then since I set it down, I didn't transfer those notes down to the next lace, which was this one. And so I was confused why I had so many left at the end, you know? So yeah, I ended up realizing, oh yeah, I gotta do the knit 2 together 3 times. And so then I was good with the repeats. It worked out. But then I forgot to do one of the fan things on one of the repeats. One of the lace section, this last one. So I had to tink back like several rows because I don't ever risk picking up stitches from lace work. So I just, tinking is knit backwards, if you don't know, like literally it's spelled knit backwards. And so that's what I did, is I knit backwards a few rows and then got the lace work done. And I've been in Garter Town, but honestly also, since I had a friend over, the lace work, it was easy to get distracted with as far as counting and stuff. When I'm socializing. But the garter sections are totally able to socialize with. And I've been doing a lot of video chatting today, and so that's what most of this garter has been for me today. And to me, that's quite an accomplishment for knit this much, especially with this many stitches, because I'm gonna be like well over 200 stitches after I repeat them. Like this section here, up here, is gonna have to be as thick as this section. Also, as far as this color goes, I was really confused because the picture showed that this color, the third color here, was supposed to be in this section here, because I have one more lace section after that, and that's the big chunk that you can see in the pictures. But then the directions say that I need to go back to this color. And I'm like, why would I have the one lace in between and then only have done one of this color? So I just went ahead and incorporated the third color in, also because I don't want to play yarn chicken with the first color. So plus it makes sense. I mean, look, I've already gone through this much of this cake. So I have like this much left. I know for sure I could finish this garter with this much. This is like a lot in knitting, but look at what this other cake, like that's all I have of the first color. It's a little bit less of this one, but there's no way I would have had enough of this color one to do this garter section. I don't know. Like I said, it's really hard to tell in knitting because a little bit of yarn goes a long way in knitting, which is what makes knitting amazing. So then the lace work, I'll be going back to this color because this is what has been basically color 2 is lace the whole entire time. So that's quite a bit of yarn, but I also have quite a hefty lace section. Let me show you in this pattern. The lighting is really bad because it's the sun is setting now, so you see like that big lace section there, and I'm on this section right here. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that, but the garter sections feel like a lifetime, so while you do those, it's definitely nice, like I said before, to be able to watch shows or chat with people. I mean, the only thing I have to be concerned about is continuing to decrease this side and increase this side. And it's really not hard to forget that. So yeah, here we go, more Garter Town. I am at the hotel playing a yarn chicken. I'm at like 228 or 29 stitches, and I've only got this much yarn left. Is this gonna give me all that I need? I don't know. It's a pretty tiny ball. What sucks is because I actually love this yarn. This is like my favorite out of the 3 colors. Traditionally, I would like the lacy color that is like a coppery one that you can't really tell right now because the lighting is really poor here. But I guess you can see it's the brown one. Yeah. Normally that would be like my most favorite, but I just love the way that the speckles hit in this purpley color. Yeah, that's a fun one. So I don't know what I'm gonna do if I don't have enough of this yarn to finish this section. I'm gonna guess I'm just gonna go ahead on to the golden color and continue the garter, then go to the lace and hope that there's enough to finish the full lace. I mean, I guess that's the best decision to make. We shall see. It is official. I am clearly losing at Yarn Chicken. I still have several rows to go to the lace, and while I probably should tink back and start a new color here, I am almost really freaking nervous that what if this mount doesn't make it through the lace? I mean, I thought I had tons to finish this. So I think I'm gonna do it near the end of the row here. And when you wear a shawl, you usually wrap it around. And in garter, I don't think it's gonna be as defined of a line. So hopefully Diane loves it and it's fine. Let's see how it looks first before I even mention it to her. Rain is about to hit here, so we've got like a nice moody fall vibe going today. I have been working at this shawl for a few days, seriously, nothing else, and I'm just ready for it to be over. Like, it feels like it's going on for forever. I don't even know what I videoed the last time, but I did run out of yarn when I was playing the Yarn Chicken, so I had to do that much there of garter with this color too. Also, this color is called Chicory, in case you want to know, in case you want the perfect golden color. It's fantastic. I do love it. And then the other color that I really liked here is Steampunk. And then this color is Joy. The yarn's been such a joy to work with. So that part has been pleasant. This lace part just needs to be over. I'm finding it to have, I'm just having issues with like numbers. Things aren't matching up to me, really. So I'm just trying to get it done for Diane for her show, which is in a couple weeks. So I'm excited about that. It'll be just in time. I will be able to finish it, give it a bath, and then it will have its chance to dry, and I can take it to the yarn shop and the trunk show. So that will be cool, and I'll take you along with me for that adventure so that you can meet Diane and you can see the amazing yarn shop, because we all love yarn shops, but this one is really nice, and I haven't been to the new location, so it's gonna be exciting for me too. I have 5 more lace repeat sets, because it takes a few rows to make the lace. But yeah, I have 5 more and I am freaking done. So I don't know how this is going to measure. It says that the finished measurements of this shawl are, I have folded up this paper so many times it really looks worn. The finished measurements are 74 inches from tip to tip and 74 inches cast on to bind off, and 50 inches cast off edge. Okay. Yep. I will say that I would not recommend this as a beginner pattern. This is more of like, if you're an experienced knitter, you will be able to adapt and adjust for what may not have been corrected during the testing phase. But it's not a big deal. Like, shape-wise, you'll still be fine following and figuring it out, just like I have been. And I will also say that it will feel like an accomplishment when it's done. If you like a lot of meditative make time to where it's like garter for days and you're cool with it, this is like the project for you. The lace sections are pretty much short except this last part, and they are easy to memorize, the lace section. Actually, this whole pattern is pretty easy to memorize once you get the rhythm of what's going on. So that's my opinion thus far, and when I finish the lace, I will just show you how grand it is. You know, because knitting is stressful with transporting it and like picking it up and setting it down. Dropping stitches in lace is not something that I want. I had to fix like 2 stitches and that wasn't fun. So I don't want to spread it out for you to see it now. Whenever I bind off, I'll show you. At about 1 a.m., I completed, bound off this shawl. Look at this, one side is this wide, like this much of a wingspan. And then all the way down to the tip here. Yeah, this lace work though, I imagine it's gonna look like better and less wrinkly with a block. Do some people wear their shawls like this? I feel like this is actually really cute. Not with the ends though. Time. I took like a little week break or so from this after completing it. I feel like when I do such a large project like this, it's almost needed before I can love it again. So this is what it looks like. I mean, I have to go really far back for you to see the whole thing. Anyway, so you see what it looks like now. Look at that lace. Soak that in because all that's gonna look way different when I come back. So me and the ukulele are about to, this and the ukulele. Petunia, Dursley, and the ukulele are about to have a party, and we'll be back. Y'all, it's like 9:45 and it's still in the water. Oh my God, I totally forgot. All this time it could have been drying. It's like ice cold. Okay, I am gonna well, not wring it, but you know, squeeze the water out, put it in the towels, get it on the blocking mat now. Y'all, don't laugh at me or make fun of me for the way this looks, please. I don't know what's going on with this thing at this point. These dimensions, I think that I'm not doing what I don't know what's going on. I mean, maybe it's different because of what I had to make up with this lace at the end, but I do think that lace looks okay. Ooh, I might need to add some more pins down here in case it starts. No, I think it's all right. The pins are mainly here to make sure when it starts drying that it stays in this position and doesn't curl. So these dimensions say 74 tip to tip. So I think this tip and then that tip is what it means, 74 inches. So I've got my handy dandy thing here, probably showing great cleavage at this angle. So you're welcome. But I don't even know if this is a good way of measuring or what, but that is 95. That is 95-ish. And then the cast off edge, I know that's 50 because I made sure of it, but I feel like it could stretch even further and it would look better. So that's what I put here first. Well, look at that. It's not even 50, guys. It's 53 inches. And I can't shrink it in anymore because I feel like the lace could use to open up already more. So I guess there's gonna be more to love with this shawl. And I mean, I wasn't at any shortage of that color. Did I show y'all what I had left? This is what I have left. This is like the first color I started with. So I have quite a bit of that. And this is all I have left of that second color, which is the lace color. And we did it 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So the next measurement is 77 inches from the cast on to the bind off. So I cast it on there and I bound off here. So it's like this end's supposed to have a curve, but I was really confused because her picture here, this pattern is just so wrinkled up. I don't even know if you can hear me facing the other way. Wow. So it looks like this, like one side's straight and then the inside's curved. So it looks like this is supposed to be curved and that's supposed to be more straight. But then on the other picture, like it shows the end should be curved in. So I really don't know. But we'll just measure from that to this to see. 88. I am way above the dimensions. So there's more of this shawl to love and there's more Suburban stitcher to love. We'll call it that. I mean, you can't get mad about a larger shawl, but I would have liked to not run out of this color and have to add this batch here. So something along the way, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I don't even know if you can even hear me while I'm facing the other way. Sorry. So it is what it is. This is how it ended up. Luckily, Diane is gonna love it anyway, and it still showcases the yarn beautifully, and I'm excited to take it to her. Yeah. Time to get these ends woven in. My least favorite part, but I have to do it because I'm going to the yarn shop tomorrow. I'm delivering this tomorrow. This is the last thing. I've got to fold it up and package it up. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna fold and package it because I think that when I get to the area, it's like a super cute area. They've moved, the yarn shop has moved again, so I'm not really sure, but I know it's still gonna be in like that downtown area, so I can get really cute pictures there. And it's very rainy today. It's unlikely I'm gonna get dolled up today because I'm not going anywhere, so I don't wanna waste any makeup. So since I'm gonna be going in the morning, I'll be looking nice. There'll be that morning glow. That's the best time to get pictures, honestly, if you can get up early enough. So I can get pictures then, right before I give it to her. Here, let's see how many ends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 ends. And look, they're all only on, well, one side minus this corner here. I just like don't really enjoy weaving in ends when it comes to knitting. Crochet, you can be all willy-nilly wherever you want to put it. But knitting, it's like you have to be very precise, especially when someone hires you to make the sample for them. Okay, well, I'll see y'all tomorrow when I look way better than I do right now. Get excited because this yarn shop is super cute and I cannot wait to show you all the cool things there and introduce you to Diane if you've never met her before. I always seem to misspell her name too. It's Diane with 2 N's, not 1. My grandma's best friend's name is Diane. She's basically my grandma and she spells it with 1 N, so I get messed up. Well, see you tomorrow. I love that it can be okay and normal to wear yarn on yarn and gonna be yarn when I get this shawl on once I get to the yarn shop. Oh man, it's a tough morning right now. I'm not a morning person, but my lady friend decided that it was her time to come, so I'm having an even harder morning. Don't I love to just share this on YouTube? But it's real life, guys. So if I didn't already have this commitment, then I probably wouldn't be going. But I know I'm gonna have a good time, so I know it's gonna be worth it. And I get to show you the yarn shop. So let's go. Okay, I just got through taking some snaps of this amazing shawl. Isn't that a cute little nook over here? I'm not sure if it's private property or like somebody else's house, but
I could have probably taken some pictures over here in the city, but I don't know, maybe I just clammed up. It's been a while since I've been like around so many people. I am confident enough to do it in person, but I don't know. There is a cute mural over here that says McKinney that would make like for a really cool photo too. I'm walking through a parking lot right now, but let me show you this mural. I'm coming up to it. Ooh. Here, let's catch the reflection of my selfie stick here. So the mural, I can see it across from me. I'm not very far from the yarn shop. So this is it. If it weren't so sunny, I might take a picture there. But I'm gonna walk up to this yarn shop again. I passed by it to go take a picture. I went through the town and I don't know, I felt like prying eyes at the restaurants. So I just didn't do it. I kind of like a little bit more greenery and like nature in my photos anyways, and it really puts the focus on the shawl. So it's fine. Here we go. I love this new place. Hello, look who it is. Wow, this place is massive.